Diamonds, your top ally is going to be other beautiful women. You know, I used to believe that one of the safe allies for a beautiful woman was a woman who was previously where she was. And I've come to the realization through a lot of things that I've experienced, and even just like analyzing other people's lives and situations, you cannot always trust the woman that has been where you are, because sometimes that woman will be jealous of you for attempting to do what she did, because in her mind she's the only one that could do that. So if you do that, then that means that she's inferior to you and you're superior to her. It's like a weird psychological thing. I mean, I don't understand it, because I personally would feel good if someone was in my situation and someone was in a situation I was in previously and I was able to help them out of that. But not all women think like that. It's the reality, and we just have to accept that. But beautiful women, those are always going to be your ally. And when I say beautiful, like obviously beautiful and features, but also like in spirit. Like I actually, this just happened. I went into two different establishments, and the first establishment I went to, the hostess was very standoffish towards me, like really, like she wasn't like outright rude, but you could just tell she was just like very, like, I guess kind of irritated by me. And I don't even understand. Like, I don't know why I just walked in. But the person that came in after me, she greeted her with so much warmth and like excitement. And I just was like, okay, well, whatever. Needless to say, I did not eat there because I'm not going to eat there. The second place I went into, there was a girl at the like counter hostess, and I needed something, so I needed to talk to one of the like, how do I say this, one of the what am I thinking, ladies, one of the staff, yeah. And she went to go grab them for me, and it was so funny. I overheard her say like, hey, this lady needs your help. She's really pretty. Like I overheard her say that, and I was like, that's so sweet. But yeah, and it just was like, I ate there because the energy was there, but she was very beautiful, like very beautiful, great personality, very bubbly, very, she just kind of had like an infectious spirit. And it just was like very awakening to me. And I'm realizing that your best ally is going to be another beautiful woman. And even if you see someone who you think is like beautiful, if she is not aware of that, she will still operate from a place of like insecurity. And that's not smart to be around. That's not safe for you. You will know the type of women who they know they're beautiful, and, they're comfortable in that and they use it. Those are the type of women you want to be around, because that's what you are. You're someone who knows you're beautiful, you operate that, and you use it. There's nothing wrong with that. I definitely used to think like I wanted to have 1,000,001 friends and this and that. But as I've gotten older, and you hear all these crazy things that happen, you learn that you really don't need to have 50 million friends. You really don't. You really don't. Having many acquaintances is actually very beneficial for you and helpful to you. So that's something I definitely support. You can have 50 million acquaintances, but as far as like firm and foundational friends where you're telling your, telling your thoughts, telling your feelings, or whatever the case may be, well, you ladies know I'm kind of against that anyway. So I don't think you should be telling anybody everything that you have going on. But if you do want to have a friend and you want to have a friend group or whatever the case may be, I would recommend that it be a group of women who are as beautiful as you, or if not more beautiful than you. Because, I mean, there's no harm in being around a woman who's more beautiful than you. If anything, it's going to make you step your game up and present the best self of you. You know what I mean? And when you have that commonality with other women, you guys understand how the world works. You understand what it means to have your looks, how to utilize them. And then amongst other things too, like you guys just genuinely, you kind of see eye to eye. That's something that I definitely think if you find that, that's good for you. And I truly support that, and I understand that. But I am cautioning you, do not make your friend group primarily women who are not where you are and have no desire of getting where you are. Because it's okay if you're around a woman who she may not be on 10, but she wants to get there. And it's not even just a want. There's an action behind it. You know, she's getting in the gym, she's eating better, she's learning new skills, learning new hobbies, learning new habits. Like, there is no harm in being around that type of woman. Like, that's, you know, that's, as well as I say, like, you know, your best ally is going to be a beautiful woman. A woman like that, she will be an ally too, because like I said, she, even if she is not where you are, she's striving to be where you are, and she's on her way there. You know, that's the type of friendship that, if you are looking for one, that's the type of friendship you should have. You know, because when you have, you know, when you have women around you who are like, like, perfect example, I started doing Pilates. I know I shared this with you ladies a few videos ago about how I was interested in doing Pilates. I actually started doing it. So at first I started to do Pilates at home. You guys, I really couldn't even make it through a video. And it wasn't because it was too hard or whatever. Like, definitely Pilates is hard, but it just got boring. And I don't know. It wasn't until I started going to a group Pilates class where it's like, I'm engaged, I'm entertained. Like, it's like, you know, when I'm like trying to halfway do, you know, a move, the girl next to me is like, no, you could do it, come on. Or when she's like feeling tired, I'm like, no, let's get up, let's keep pushing. Like, that is the type of energy and friends that you should have in your group, because they're going to help you and push you and, you know, encourage you to continue to get better. Because when I've noticed this, when you have friends or you're in a friend group and you are the only one that wants to progress and no one else does, they will all, it's almost like gang stalking and gang attacking to make you stop progressing, to make you stay where they are. You know, so it's like, that is why you have to be very cautious about the type of women and friends that you have. Because if you're around a group of women who you may all have started at point 1, but now you want to progress to point 5, but they all want to stay at point 1, they're not going to let you get to point 5. And that sucks to say it, but they're not going to let you get there. It's kind of like a crab in a barrel mentality. It's like we started here. This is where we used to be comfortable, and I'm still comfortable here. So you have to be comfortable here. I'm not going to let you progress. I have known people in my personal life who have missed out on once in a lifetime opportunities because of the friends that they had. The friends that they had would not let them progress. They like, the opportunity they had was the best they were ever going to get. Like, I'm telling you, it was like it would never come by again. And they missed out, they fumbled it, they dropped it, they lost it, they threw it away, all because the friend they had around them did not want them to progress further than where they currently were. It was kind of like, you know, like a misery loves company. Baby, you got to be careful of the miserable friends. You got to be careful of the miserable people in your life, baby, because when I tell you, if they're not happy, they don't want no one to be happy. It's kind of like, if I can't get it, you can't get it. And people are like that. You hate to think that, you hate to believe that, baby. I understand, because I used to be, oh no, like, I would see things through a rosy colored lens, and like, why wouldn't your friends want you to do better? Why wouldn't your friends encourage you? Why, baby, they won't. They're not your real friends. Those are not people that you should be around. It's kind of like, you know, like I said, your pretty women are your allies. Being pretty also, it applies to your spirit, it applies to your energy, it applies to your mindset. If people are not pretty with their spirit or pretty with their mindset, those are not the type of people you should be friends with either. It has to be the complete total package, because what you don't want, baby, you don't want to see someone who look like, kind of like, you know, the saying, all skin folk and kin folk, right? So you don't want to see another beautiful woman and think, oh yeah, this could be a good friend. And you start to let her in, and you start to, you know, trust her. And baby, they will do a 180 backstab and deceive you like you wouldn't even imagine. You cannot be blinded by what people present to you. What people present to you is important, but you also have to be able and have the discernment to feel them, to intuitively understand. And when they don't even say things, you know what, like, almost kind of like mind reading, like without saying it, you know what I mean? You have to be able to anticipate and know the spirit and the intention and the motives of other people before you truly befriend them. And that is something that will help you progress in life. I love you, diamonds, and I will talk to you soon.